This is what I found in a library on Kauai, and it's really atrocious. These are just some of the few books I found. I mean, I couldn't bring them all from Kauai. This is one of them, What Makes a Baby. In this book, there is no babies anymore, there's no men, there's no woman, there's bodies with uterus and bodies with a sperm. They are removing the word man or woman. Red is for kindergartners. It's a book that's telling kids they could be on the wrong body. This is for 3 years old.
They could be in the wrong body.
In the wrong body. This is for 10 years old. 10 years old, you guys. It's perfectly normal.
Oh, isn't it crazy?
It's not
10 years old?
Whether it's heterosexual or homosexual.
I don't
completely
care. I don't
irrelevant.
care. This
It's
is not
irrelevant.
this is not for a 10-year-old, you guys. Anybody has children here or cakey? This is not okay. Okay? This is gender queer. Sorry, you guys, but this is. I'm going to show it to everybody.
She's just
Oral sex.
she wants
We have to be showing this kids
Kinda
section in the
stuff
library,
in
and this is in the
libraries.
schools. This is in the schools.
You see, when I was at school, we didn't have books like this in our library. And look where we are with relationships in today's modern world. So imagine this. I didn't have books like that in my library. Relationships are messed up now. Imagine what relationships are going to be like in 20 years. I mean, is there any need to have a book? I know you saw the picture there with the BJ. 10-year-old, 8-year-old. Why do they need to see books like this? It's completely confusing the hell out of the youth, and I think it's just disgusting.
If I find a girl that I want to make my wife, and I find her super attractive,
Okay.
yeah, because that's what I would do. I would make her my wife. I would ask her to marry me and then make her my wife. You say you are a feminist. You're 100% a feminist.
That is feminist.
You look.
Like,
You
it's
heard
all
me
about,
say that.
Oh,
You
I wanna
heard.
make her my wife. Like.
Yeah, because that's what I would do.
Matter. It's like I'm an equal human, a woman.
Well,
It's not about
you
just
say
wanting to
that.
make her your wife.
Obviously, she would want to be
She
my
has
wife.
her own life. She wants to be your wife too.
Yeah, of course, but she's
She
not
wants
gonna.
to go
She's
to the club. She wants to do her makeup.
no, she's not gonna
She
want to
wants
go to
take
clubs.
pictures.
She's not
Yeah,
gonna want to
she
go to
does.
clubs. No,
She does.
because here's the thing. That's a non-negotiable for me in marriage.
Okay, well
if
then,
if I find
good
if I
fucking
find a
luck.
woman, if there's plenty of women out
Good
there that
luck.
don't want to go to clubs all the time.
Okay, well.
There's plenty of women out there that
Have
don't want to
fun
go to
with that,
clubs
girl.
in tiny little dresses and get hit on by guys all the time.
So ladies, let me ask you a question. Do you really have a problem if I say I want to make you my wife? Is that really such a problem for me to say that? Wow. I really don't get these women, and you know what? I don't feel like I need to get them anymore. I mean, you can stay and have debates and discussions with modern women, trying to get them to understand the logic, or you can just get your passport. So this woman is saying to him, oh, good luck in finding a woman, good luck in finding a woman that's not going to want to go to the club and party. Do you know why a lot of women love the club so much? Because that's where they get most of their validation. From when they turn up at the door, if you're attractive enough, you can get in for free. A lot of girls go to the club. I know some girls, well, I know one girl. She used to go out with like £5. She'd come back home pissed in a taxi, or she'd get dropped off. This is why girls love the club so much. So when this guy said his preference is to marry a girl that doesn't like to be in the club or isn't in the club all the time, this girl's got a real problem with that. She probably sees that as controlling. It's not controlling. If you want to go to the club, if you want to have your ass out and get all that attention, then you can do that. But then I don't have to choose you as my wife. It's just real simple like that.
Are you a feminist?
I disagree with many. Yes, I am.
You're a feminist.
But
Do you think the law favours
not.
men or women more?
men. Men.
How? No, how?
Okay, let me. No.
No, how?
Okay, so did you remember what the rule of thumb was?
Go on.
So, no, not the rule of thumb.
Okay, so.
The rape law.
Okay, go on.
Only till recently women were allowed to in a marriage.
You know this girl, I swear she just it's not even just this girl, but what I've noticed with most Western women, they just answer questions without even thinking about, you know, this girl's just like, I don't think she knows, you know, what she's actually saying here.
Okay.
Okay, so does that not favour men?
Okay, but women could also have false accusations. You can literally say this man raped you and they will believe you in court. A man is guilty until proven innocent. Also, 63% of divorces are initiated by women. Why? Because when they get divorced, they actually take 50% of what a man has. Abortion. Even abortion, everything favours women.
If you notice as well, when he's speaking, yeah, she knows that what he's saying is facts, but if you look at her body language, she's got her arms folded, as if to say, well, you know, so, like, I don't care. And then she's smiling.
If you think everything favours women, if a woman says, I want to get an abortion, and the man doesn't agree, the man still has to pay child support. Why?
No.
Now do you see?
Wait, let me think about that. So explain it one more time though.
No,
it's fine, explain.
I'll explain it. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you're saying the law favours men more than women. I'm saying it actually favours women. The only reason I'm saying this is because, number one, the whole thing saying rape, I'm saying that a man is guilty until proven innocent. A woman, if you actually go look at a lot of cases, a lot of women have said, you know, there was this case of this black guy, she said, you know, 15 years he spent in prison. After 15 years, he was innocent. So he wasted 15 years. My second point is that abortion, if a woman decides she wants to get an abortion, but the man says, I don't want to take care of the child, that can't run because he has to pay child support. He's obligated.
you both stepped into what you did.
Okay, but she says I can. If she says I want to abort the child,
right.
Boom.
And
then
he wants to keep the child.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but let me switch it then. Let's say if she wants to keep the child, okay, but he says I don't want to. But he still has to pay child support.
Yeah, he does.
Why?
Because he's equal in the action that they both did.
So okay, so then if she wants to abort the baby, why can't he have a say in that as well?
Because it mentally affects the woman completely way more.
Okay, so women have the advantage then.
So basically, yeah, men and women are equal in having sex, is what she's saying. But then when it comes to actually having the child, it's okay for a woman to make that decision because it's the woman that's mentally going through the most. So because the woman's mentally going to be going through the most, she can just make whatever decisions. It doesn't matter about the man's well-being or mental health, you know, just kill him with child support payments. These girls are horrible.
It's more fucked to men.
It is more about the mental effects of paying child support. He has to go out there and
mental effects about
if
you're telling me that men are more assertive, you should be working and getting your pay.
Okay, then don't have sex then if you want to.
Yeah, that's a man's decision as well. You're telling me that a man and a woman are, it's not 50-50?
It should be a joint decision.
Unless the man's raping the woman or the woman's raping the woman.
There should be some. I agree that women have more of a say in abortion. I think that's calm. It's your body, but why does he have to pay child support?
Because you had sex. You at the end of the day.
Then you had sex too. Why are you aborting it?
Ooh, he got you there.
He
got you there. It's true. Look. Hold up. I agree. No. Listen.
Okay, he's equal in the action they both did. Yeah. So you know, after the sex, the next action is to have the baby. So if they're both equal in the action, shouldn't they both be equal in the choice? As far as she's concerned, no. See that, bro? You can have these conversations, you can debate with women and you can try and, you know, get into their minds, but if you haven't already figured it out, I'm going to keep repeating myself. Have you got a passport, bro? Use it.
Look, I agree with abortion when it comes to assault. Abortion should be allowed, yeah? But I'm just saying, if you two decided, okay, you're going to have sex, you are at risk of having a child, right? So, as we're saying, it favours women because no matter what the choice woman makes, the man is still fucked over either way because he can't say don't get an abortion because then she'll be like, my body, my choice. If she doesn't get an abortion and has the child but he wants the abortion, then he has to pay child support, okay? So that's the abortion thing. What was the other thing I said? I was abortion, divorce. Okay. 63% of divorces are initiated by women. Why?
Because the man probably treats her like shit.
No, because no, and I'll tell you why. Because women benefit from divorce.
50%.
That's why divorce was put in place, yes, to benefit women, because women have been put down too much.
No.
Why did he say in the beginning that the law doesn't favor women?
Okay.
Now you see.
So the law favors women.
Yes.
Okay, now you're
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was nice being our Queen Mary.
I don't have a boyfriend and I don't want it. And if I want one, I could have 4 or 5 of them if I want. But I don't want to associate with nobody. I don't have a boyfriend and I don't want it. And if I want one, I could have 4 or 5 of them if I want. But I don't want to associate with nobody.
That's good for you. Shut up. Fuck off! How about you could have 4 or 5 of them if you wanted to? See you later, love. See you later. She's probably on OnlyFans, isn't it?
Because Sarah actually said, no, I'm way better looking now than I was when I was 25. And then she finally, she posted a picture, and I can't believe this is Sarah Gonzalez. Like, she looks like a completely different person. It's wild. This reminds me of how I looked in college too. Like, just bloated from beer and just like having a blast. Is part of it. Having a blast, but like eating and drinking all the wrong things. And this crazy clap back from Pearl. What did she say? She responded.
All right, so check it. Yeah, these girls. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna say as a disclaimer, I don't fuck with Pearl. Yeah. I used to watch her when she first came out, and I love some of the stuff that she was doing, but then I found out she was a racist and she was a slave owner. And I just thought, you know what, when it comes to those sort of things, I'm with my people all day. But this girl, yeah, made a good point, and these girls are triggered by it.
You would have been better looking in your 20s if you didn't waste it being fat. You are not better looking now. You just wasted your youth. Oh my God.
Calling someone fat? Is she fucking serious? That's just so rude. Is she?
These girls have got triggered and said that's rude. Let me ask you a question. Is it rude to call somebody fat if they are fat? Fuck off! Oh, that's just so rude. That's just so rude. How can you call her fat? I mean, does she look fat or does she not? Is she not fat? I don't. Is that not a lamppost or is that a lamp? I don't understand. Oh, you think I've got time to sit down? You know, many a times I've said to myself, I'm going to get a podcast and I'm going to have women on there and we're going to talk and debate these sort of things. But bro, you think I've got time to talk to people that are stupid? Now, I'm not saying all women are stupid, but the majority of Western women, when it comes to relationships, the logic is not there. It's just not there. It's just a lot of emotion and triggers and demasculation and all sorts of stuff that I haven't got time for. I really haven't. Men be men, women be women. That's all it is. That's all we need to do. Men be men, women be women, and we connect so well together when we're in that mindset. When you look at some of the comments on these things and you see how people have to get personal, like if I've got a problem with something that you've said, I'm gonna stay focused on what you said. I'm gonna debunk what you've said, or I'm gonna disagree with what you've said. I'm not just gonna turn around and say, well, look at your hair, or look at your face, or look at your kids, or you're broke, or people just, when people get personal like that, you know that they're triggered. Definitely triggered, definitely. Because you're allowed to just disagree, you know.
killing another brother's baby mother.